She said she'd text you to reschedule. That was 11 days ago. You've checked your phone twice today and you're wondering if you should reach out, or if that makes you look desperate. In this video, you'll know exactly what "I'll text you" actually means when a client sends it, why vague future commitments are rehearsal for a goodbye, and the 48-hour window you have before that silence becomes permanent. Stick around to the end and I will give you the exact word-for-word response to send the moment you hear those 3 words. It reopens the conversation before they go quiet. Personal trainers are told that client churn is just part of the business. That's not true. Clients don't quit because they're lazy, and clients don't quit because you need another certification. They quit because of psychological factors nobody in the fitness industry is talking about. I spent 2 years at Harvard studying exactly those factors, and 18 years in high-stress military environments watching people push through conditions that should have broken them because the right psychological factors were in place. I built Ether to distill everything I learned into something personal trainers can actually use. No psychology degree required. That's what this channel is. Now let's get to the content. When a client says, "I'll text you," instead of booking their next session on the spot, that's not flexibility. That's distance. Here's what's actually happening. The phrase "I'll text you" is what psychologists call a non-committal deferral. It sounds like a promise. It functions as an exit. The client isn't lying to you. They're lying to themselves. They haven't consciously decided to quit, but they've stopped deciding to stay, and that's the moment most trainers miss. Here's where it gets interesting. Clients who are committed don't leave scheduling open. They lock it in. They protect the time. When someone shifts from "same time Thursday" to "let me check my week," that's not a calendar issue. That's ambivalence showing up in their language. But here's what nobody tells you. The danger isn't the phrase itself. The danger is how trainers respond to it. Most trainers say, "sounds good," and wait. They don't want to seem pushy. They don't want to make it weird. So they hand control of the relationship to a client who is already pulling away. And now the client has to initiate contact to come back. That's a psychological barrier most people won't cross. Not because they don't want to train, but because reaching out feels like admitting they dropped the ball. So what do? First, recognize the phrase for what it is. A yellow light, not a red one. You still have time, but the window is 48 hours. After that, silence calcifies. Second, don't wait for them to text you, but don't chase either. The goal is to make the next step easy, not pressured. Third, use a response that acknowledges their uncertainty without confronting it directly. You're not calling them out. You're removing the barrier to coming back. This is the part most trainers miss. The client doesn't need motivation. They need permission to stay inconsistent without judgment. The moment they feel like they've failed you, they'll disappear to avoid that feeling. Your job isn't to convince them to come back. Your job is to make coming back feel easy. You now know what "I'll text you" actually means. The question is what you do in the next 48 hours. I built something for this. It's a free calculator. Takes 30 seconds. It shows you exactly how much money you're losing to churn right now and what one change would do to that number. It's at etherfitness.com/calculate. Free, no catch. Go run your numbers. I promised you the exact response to send when a client says, "I'll text you." Here it is. The moment they say it, not later, not tomorrow, say this. "Totally fine. But let's do this. I'll drop you a quick text Thursday morning with a couple time options. That way you don't have to think about it. If none of them work, no stress. We'll find something." Then Thursday morning, send this. "Hey, got a 10 a.m. or a 6 p.m. open Thursday. Either work? If not, just tell me what does and I'll lock it in." You've removed the barrier, you've kept control, and you've made coming back the path of least resistance. Now let's go save some clients.